Irving's having a well-deserved break, going down to full forward for the last 5 minutes of the game. Of the quarter, I should say. He's been a tower of strength in the centre and around the ground. Up they go. Knocked down by Brett Milner on his left hand. Comes to Gibbs. He's been a good player for Donnybrook. Onto his left. That's going to be a success. No, it isn't. Matty Kendall couldn't get it. Out comes Milner. He's gone straight at the man. Matty Kendall has decided, I'll have the footy. Silly play by Milner. In front of 5,500 people. As the Dons move to 7-6, 48. Bunbury 14-8, 92. And I reckon the runner's about halfway out to Milner already.
If he's not, he should be.
That's 3 goals in 3 minutes.
Yep.
3 and 3 to the Dons. 4 for 2.5 quarters, 3 and 3 minutes. Evans drifted down to defence for the Bulldogs. Coach East is going with him. Bounce down in the middle. Sheffers, Remus. They both go. Sheffers gets it down only to see Milner. Brett onto his left. Chip shot out towards Surlis. He makes a lot of ground and takes the ball easily over his head.
Over.
He gets a short one over towards Treasure, who's covered a lot of ground and used his pace to advantage against Kirkpatrick. Thought there would have been a move made before now on him. 10 leads. That's ignored. Somebody from Donnybrook goes to the ground running backwards. Long kick. It's going to the right into the danger section. Up they go. Looms over the back. Eads tries to put his boot to ball, and young Bailey heads straight for the goalposts. Lee Matthews style, and it's still swaying in the breeze from that knock. Left nothing to chance. Desperation. Kick comes in short from Trigwell. Only just makes his target in Davies. Davies wide to the other side. He's switched play towards Omadai. There's not much on here. Redding's got to make it because he's against Surlis. Will he take the ball? Surlis over the top. Play on call, the umpire. Very good defensive play. And the Donnybrook camp go wild as there's no free kick paid in that exchange. And I've heard that voice before down there in the crowd. Up they go again. Cheswell takes it cleanly, plays it well, gets a hand pass. It's not advantageous to Donnybrook. Picked up by Milner. He's running on his left. Great kick to Glass. He's now over there on Kirkpatrick. He'll run him around too. They need to make a bit of defence in that side. Over to the left footer. It's not a good one. Out towards Nani. He can't bend far enough to get it. Trigwell can. Hand pass to Omadai. Omadai chips out towards Howlett right in the middle of the ground between all the Bulldogs. Gets it out wide to his right. Over towards Kendall. Kendall set up the last one. Can he make this one with Jeff Narkle right on his hammer? He gets one. He gets two. He's on his left. He's awkward at the best of times. Yes. Did the Bunbury player touch it? Let's wait on the goal player. No, he didn't. 8-6-54 the Dons. 14-9, 93, and they've kicked the last 4 in 6 minutes.
Yeah, that's an interesting situation at the moment.
The Dons are giving their fans something to cheer about. The signs are going. The Cheswell stands erupted. The Donnybrook fans are in high emotion here as the Donnybrook side have not laid down. They've never done it before and they won't do it today. They've still got a lot of ground to make up, but they're not going to go down without a fight in true Donnybrook fashion. Bounce down in the middle. Cheswell Remus. Probably ex-teammates at BCD many years ago. Socked forward by Johnny Bennell. Carl Triggle's in front, gets the ball to the boot. Up comes Coach East from behind in Martindale. Gets rid of the ball over the back to Kendall, who's offered some bite down there in the forward line. He rides the Bunbury player into the deck and they'll have a bounce down.
He was straddled it, we knocked him.
Bounce down the half-forward line. Cheswell Remus. Cheswell misses it as he swings at it. Howlett loses control of it. Remus throws it out. Out comes to O'Keefe. Good shepherd from... No, there wasn't. It comes into Donnybrook. Over they go. Kirkpatrick's there and Trigwell. Very good player. Gets a hand pass over to Davies. He's been good too. Gets it up towards Williams. Knocked forward by Evel. Great spoil. Followed up by Davies. Davies a long hand pass over to Cheswell. He couldn't reach it. Smith is there for the spills. Onto his left. Goes wobbly up towards full forwards. Up goes Shepherds from behind. Can't quite hold it. Smith crosses decked for his troubles as he takes the ball from the spill of the pack. And another bounce down as the siren's about to sound.
Well, how many goals to make up that quarter?
So it was about even, wasn't it?
Three-quarter time in the big one. 14-9, 93 to the Bulldogs. 8-6, 54 to the Dons. And it was 5-4 in that quarter. Bunbury slightly stretched their lead, but due to the Dons in their never-say-die attitude that they've got, came back with 4 in about 6 minutes in the last part. Had they kept Bunbury a little bit quieter in the early part of that quarter, they may have been a little bit closer. But Shane, how do you see the rest of this with the crowd streaming onto the ground at three-quarter time?
One more goal would have been interesting in the last couple of minutes there, but basically Donnybrook have really given an opportunity. There's 6 goals, so 7 goals really, it's 7 but they're still there. You know, you can't ever write it off. It's a grand final, another quarter of footy to play, 25 minutes, but I can't see them overtaking Bunbury. I think Bunbury have worked hard enough for 3 quarters and really they deserve to win it. But then you never let the Dons give an inch or two and mate, you're in trouble.
Well, they did it in the second quarter, come back and kick the last couple in quick time. They did it in that quarter, so if they can get the first couple in the next quarter, we'll see how we pan out in that quarter. And Daryl, how did you see that quarter going?
Well, until 5 minutes ago, Ray, it was all over by the shouting or the celebrating, but 4 goals in the time-on period virtually has put a bit of spark back in the game. But from nearly 10 goals down 10 minutes ago, the Dons have got a chance, but a very rough chance, I think. Slight breeze into this quarter. I think a lot of the Bunbury players have come to the party as the game's worn on. Different players have exerted their influence. I thought Jeff Narkle at centre-half back had a good term then. Brett Milner, I think it is, Brett Milner's sort of had a solid game throughout and continued to play well in that quarter. Scott Hoff continued to get the ball. Nani up forwards now got 4, and Kim Eads had a damaging quarter then as well. But I would think that the game is over, but those 4 goals give them a chance. They did come back from 33 or 34 points down 10 minutes into the last quarter against Kerry Park, but I think they had the breeze that day. But Matty Kendall showing the way, a couple of great goals there, and if the rest of the players lift the way that he lifted, then they'd have to have a show.
Well, modern day footy, it's never over till the proverbial fat lady sings. She hasn't stood up yet as far as the Dons are concerned, and as you say, Bunbury cannot sit back on their laurels and just wait for the final siren, because the Dons have been here for the 5 times in succession, which is a fantastic feat in its own right. They've won 3 in succession. They're not about to let that go for the sake of 30 minutes of football. And as I say, if they can get the first couple, I think Bunbury might just push the panic button. You never know. And Doug Cross has got to wind his players up, and it's vital, absolutely vital, that they get the first 2, because if Bunbury get the first one, I think the fat lady might have stood up. No. There's a little tent up there on the hill, Shane. What happens up there, do you know?
Just socialising, I believe, mate.
A lot of people socialise in.
Yeah,
they must know each other.
It's a very friendly day, type of day. It's good atmosphere. Yeah, I don't know, I've never been to a place like that. Well, here we go, right? This is it. The last,
well, the Bulldogs are 30 minutes away from success in the grand final if they keep their heads together. The Dons, if they can break them for 2 goals in this quarter, as we said, in the first 5 minutes, maybe, just maybe, panic stations will set in for the Bulldogs, and we'll wait and see what happens here. The Dons haven't started any quarter in blistering fashion. The Dogs have. Maybe the last quarter will be different.
Well, first 5 minutes of this game is going to tell you which way it's going to go.
A late finish to the grand final in 2001 as Schiffner puts the ball to the ground. Up they go. Up. It's not a good bounce. Cheswell comes across, comes over to Amador. He tries to force his way through the pack. He gets the ball out to Davies. He scrambles a kick out towards the wing and follows up his own kick, but it's taken on the chest by Brett Glass, the evergreen. He's gone around, go out wide. He does that to Looks like Kane. Kane goes down long towards the half-forward flank in the lead of Treasure. Treasure takes the mark in front of Hayden Martindale, where the move has been made with Kirkpatrick. Ball goes to the lead of Nani. Nani marks the ball just a metre inside the 50-metre line.
Oh, look at Remus.
Remus streaming down there. There's Kirkpatrick running after him now. Waste no time, Nani, and it's high, wide and handsome. The goal umpire says it's not my ball. The boundary umpire says it's mine, and it's out in the full by a long stretch. Triggle to bring it back into play. He goes with a half kick towards Reading. It's high above Reading as it's knocked forward by Ward, and Ward watches the ball go over the line and out of bounds in a tussle between one of each.
He's had a fair game on Ward.
Yeah, the ball's thrown into play. Up they go. There's a pack of them there. Comes down towards Hebbard. Hebbard runs into the pocket on his right. He's going to screw it back. Comes back inside one. He's caught. Holding the ball for mine. Holding the ball for the umpy. Tried to do a little bit too much that time. Reading's gone around. Play on calls the umpire. Comes back over the mark as he goes. It's long. It's up towards Chiswell. Up the back goes Gibbs. Sorry, it was Howlett. Comes over to Treasure. Treasure gets a hand pass out to Ward. Reaches for it. Throws it straight on the boot. It's a wobbly kick up into the pocket, and Reading will take another mark and relieve again once more for the Dons. He's changed tack over towards Davies. Davies has made ground. He's got 20 metres. The ball's slow getting to him. Remus can cover him. No, he can't. As Eads follows his man up. Comes out long to Tregwell. He's made some ground. Takes the mark and wants to move the ball quickly. That's the way they've got to go for the Dons. Goes up towards Kendall and Bennell. They're both in it. Moore comes down. Bennell goes to ground. You can't do that. Kendall looks for support. Gets it from Smith. Smith gets a high kick up towards the centre half forward. Not made for anybody except Chris O'Keefe. Puts himself on the line and takes the mark. He's the only one that really wanted the footy. He goes out towards the wing. Remus is here. Up those... Treadwell, great effort by the big man. He's worked himself hard. In comes Davies. They were going to shepherd. The ball slips out from underneath his hands, and the free kick, yes, too high, goes to Davies. It's got a lot of touches around the ground, looking for some movement up forward. It's very congested. He goes short towards Gibbs. He's been a good player also from Donnybrook, and probably their best over the 4 weeks of the finals. Irving saying, kick it high, kick it long. I'm over the back. I can reach. He moves one way, then the other. That's the way the ball goes. Narkle and Irving. Up goes... Kane takes Irving out of the contest. Great play by the defence. Ball comes to the back, goes back in. Narkle breaks a pack and gets a boot on the ball with a long torp. Ball comes through to Bailey. Bailey gets a good hand pass out to Davies. Davies is looking for Sheffers. Over the back comes Milner. Gets the ball on the ground. Follows up his ball. Long kick out towards Treasure. Treasure's got 5 on Martindale. Doesn't get the bounce he wanted. Martindale tracks him down. Treasure goes to the ground, tripped over himself. Knocks it back. At least Triggle's gone over to help Martindale. Good shepherd from Martindale. Get the 1-2. Yes, he gets a hand pass over. Triggle's had enough. He can't follow it up as well. Comes out to Kirkpatrick to make him work. He's got the ball onto his left foot. Goes out to wobbly kick up forward. Doesn't do anything for his forwards. Milner tracks the ball to the forward line. Socked by Jeffers, and it looks like it goes over the line and out of bounds on the bounce. Not good delivery by the big man. He probably could have cut inboard just for a step or two to try and get a better kick, but Bunbury were leading in the race for the ball all the way from his kick. Comes into Cheswell and Ward. Ward reaches over the back. Good knock. O'Keefe, he's played very well. Ball goes to underneath him as they stacks on the mill to bounce the ball down, throw the ball up, whatever. On the half-forward line for the Dons. Trailing by 39 points. Bounced us down, and it's a good one. Up goes Cheswell. They both miss it. He recovers himself quick enough. Gets it out to Wilson. He gets a hip and shoulder on Evil trying to come through. Comes to Howlett. Good slick hand pass over to Kirkpatrick.